This is Rick with Shooter 1721. Oh my. Sometimes you sit around, you talk about air guns, and I was sitting around with a good friend of mine. His name's Sean Pregel. He actually works at Crossman, and got to talking to him about trick shooting, and I was wondering, I said to him, I said, one of the best air pistols out there right now is the Crossman Silhouette 1701. Well, actually, he said that to me. So, and I was like, oh, okay. And so we did several trick shot videos with the 1701. What that is that's a 177 shooting very, very consistent at 450, 454. Mine actually shot 454, probably almost 15 shots in a row. And we were like, man, that's accurate. So I always wanted to do a lot of trick shots with it and stuff, and I thought about it, and I was like, but here, it was limited being 177, and we were like, oh, what do we do with this? And I'm thinking, hey, Sean, do you think we could convert this to 22 cal? He goes, I don't know. So then I got a hold of another friend of mine. His name is, it's Maverick Custom Air Guns out in California. And I said, hey, Mav, do you think you could, if I sent you the 1701, do you think you could get a Walther barrel in 22 and make it 22 cal, and then send it back to us, to Sean and I, and Sean will tune it. So we're going to have Mav customize it, and then have Sean tune it, and then have me shoot it. And that's where the S1721 was born, and it was a prototype for almost 2 years. This gun was a prototype. And we definitely, I wanted a trick shot pistol, so I was able to do so many accurate trick shot shots with this, from light matches to splitting cards at 50 yards, shooting a card off of a balloon at 50, shooting an aspirin tablet off of a balloon at 50, shot a less than a 2-inch group with it at 50. There were so many things that we were able to do. Well, Mav says, hey, why don't we just make 25 of these? And I was like, I don't know. I said, all right. He goes, you know what? You've done so much with the prototype. Let's make a signature series and have you put your name on it. And I said, all right, Mav, we'll do that. But I wanted to tell you where this gun comes from. But basically what you're looking at here is the 1701 chassis, the body for it. But its accuracy in 22 cal it's just amazing, even at distance. I mean, very accurate. And here's another thing. There was a lot of criteria that went into it. I wanted it not to be pellet picky, and it's not. It's not. A 14.3 is shooting about anywhere from 620 to 650, depending on the tune that we do with it. The trigger pull can be set at, under a pound. So we have, I don't know where this one's set. This is number 1 of 25 is right here, and that's the video we're going to do for you today. And we have the Leapers Microflex on here, which is my favorite for this, for trick shooting. Now, I want you to know, we actually have a video coming out. Ryan and I shot a video where I was hunting with this. And we did some hunting with it, pesting, basically, we'll say. And it was accurate. We even made one shot out to 80 yards. And you're going to get to see that on video. We're going to edit that video. But I wanted to bring this pistol to you that you understand this is a 22 cal. So it's a 1701 converted to the S1721. I think you guys get what that means. And I hope you enjoy this video today. We're going to go down to the range and get shooting. Woo! Okay, well, here we are at the bench. And we got the S1721. We got about a little over 15 yards we're going to shoot. And yes, we can shoot further than 15, but we're going to give it an accuracy test at 15. And then we're going to show you the trigger pull and then shot count. And then, of course, chronograph numbers, and there's tons of trick shots done with this. So this video is just informational video on this air pistol, so you get to see it. So if you want to see any other trick shots, trust me, there's a ton of them done with this, and maybe we'll link 1 or 2 in with this. All right, let's get to shooting here, though. All right, let me get set up here. And you can see I'm just using, one thing that I like about this, and the reason I'm shooting the 14.3s is because we wanted to show you the 14.3s, the Crossmans. So I wanted to show you that. So yeah. All right. Get this squirrel in here. All right. Well, I think that speaks for itself. I mean that's 15 yards with just using standard Crossman 14.3s, and of course, you know, I looking at it from here looks like it's probably somewhere. It's definitely under a ½ inch, no problem. No flyers, straight Crossman ammo. It likes JSB 15.89s. It likes 18 grains. It even likes the GTOs. And it just, I mean, to me, this is just a shooter. This was built and designed for two things. We wanted it designed for super accurate shots. I'm not going to say build it straight for any competition style, because we designed it that it could be super accurate to do the trick shots that I do. But could it compete in doing target shooting? Yes. But we also built it for a hunter. So we got the feet per second up so we could hunt. Now, with that being said, that means our shot string only goes to about 20. So, and it's not much to fill it. You know, it doesn't take much to fill it. But we designed it that way, and that's the way it is. And to me, this is the most accurate air pistol I've ever shot. 1701 is super accurate, but I made shots with this at 100 yards and 200 yards. And it still stayed on point at 200. So that being said, you know, for me, I think this is going to be, I think this is going to be an American classic here. I think this thing's just a phenomenal pistol. But that's enough talking about this. Let's get some chronograph numbers. Well, here we are with the chronograph test. We shot our first shot just to make sure the chronograph's working. I filled it to 2900. I don't fill it quite to 3000, even though this is a 3000 fill. So basically what you're looking at there is we don't want to fill it to that. The sweet spot for this gun, like a lot of the Marauder series and PCP, this is a 2600 sweet spot. It's where I find, you know, perfect. So we'll see what happens here as we shoot this. So here's shot number 2.
652. 656. 659.
What you're going to notice with this pistol is you're going to see it'll start out, and it will start out at 652, and then it'll start to move. So you'll see it move from there. So we'll see it moving there, and it might go up even a little bit more, and then it should come back down. So it's like a bell.
661.
See the climb? Now.
666.
But since it is a 22, one thing with this change in power like that, you will also see
663.
You will also see the accuracy is not really affected too much by that feet per second. Not really at all. I really don't see anything, but
663.
all right, now we'll see if it levels off and then starts coming back to 652.
659. 659.
It is one consistent air pistol, that's for sure.
654. 649. 645. 638.
Now you see it going, it started to sit, now it's coming down. But we're gonna keep shooting until we get down to, I'd say probably 620, I'll stop.
631. 626. 617.
And there you go. I mean, there's more in the tank there, you know. So we're at the total shot count was 17 there. And you can see how the curve worked. We actually started at 652. We spiked up to, I forget, it was 600 and above 600 and I think 67 or 69, something like that. And then came back down, and you see how it came back down. But that sweet spot's where it sits for a while. I'll shoot a couple more and just see where it drops under 600. This one's tuned a little bit hot. My prototype is actually tuned to 630, and that's where it goes, and then it does the bell curve thing again. So let's see.
615.
I'm just shooting this just so we know.
600.
There's
3.
600. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's about it. So that's basically what you got there. I'll shoot this one, see if it goes down to 5. And it's going to tell me to stop right at 603. So, well, there you go. There's the chronograph test for it, so you get to see how it definitely, see the numbers on the chronograph and the power that you got in the 600s. So you're basically talking about, the reason I wanted this way, a lot of you are like, well, hey, the P-Rod has 650 feet per second. Yeah, that's true. And you get about 24 shots, I think, out of the P-Rod, about 3 mags. But the P-Rod runs a 12-inch barrel, which we do also. There's a this is a 10-inch barrel, and there's also a 12-inch. And you get a lot more, you're going to get more feet per second out of the 12-inch. The accuracy, I shoot the 10-inch all the time. I didn't shoot a 12 yet. I'm waiting for, I think Mav's going to send a 12 too, and we'll see what that does. But you can see the accuracy, you know. Like I said, we shot under a 2-inch group at 50 yards with it, and there's video of that too. All right, we're going to do a trigger pull test so you can see the trigger pull and see where we got this trigger set. Okay, we're going to do the trigger pull test here and see how she does. 7 ounces. Ooh, boy. I knew Mav said it light, but Ryan, that's light. 7.7, this one's 7.5. So I think you guys understand, you know, what the trigger can be set at. And 6.7. So basically 7 ounces. And you guys know that's light. Woo! One thing I didn't talk about though, that I do want, is a sound moderator. So what Mav also did, he's like, well, hey, guys don't want to be having, like, you hear it sounds like it's pretty loud. So what he did is he came up with a moderator that right here. So you're able to just thread this on here, and of course I should be holding this a lot more steady. Make sure you don't cross thread. So, all right. All right. All right. Don't have to get it too tight. And let's listen to. Ooh. I went down what, 50%? What do you think? Well, there you go. There's the moderator. I'll just put it over the mic so you can hear. Yeah, that made it a lot. That reduced the noise quite a lot. And then here's what it looks like with the moderator. Yeah, there's only, Mav said he's only the signature series, you know, that I signed. He made 25 of them. So if you guys want to grab one, they're out there. Maverick Custom Air Guns, California. Mav, you did an excellent job. I got to give you credit, man. It's probably, well, for me, my opinion, it's the most accurate air pistol I've ever shot. And to make shots on cans in a mirror backwards at 100 yards and having the right pistol to do it. You and Sean, I can't thank both of you enough. I want you both to know how much I appreciate it. This is Rick with Shooter 1721. Thanks for watching.